Ooh. I can't believe. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he just felt the need to just.
Nigga, this is in my city? Damn.
Why did he push me?
I didn't swing.
Yo, these niggas getting dirty.
I didn't do anything violent.
You didn't do anything violent?
It's insane that this stuff happens.
I've seen some of these officers just one punch, just lay them out.
Oh!
Jesus.
These officers is wildin'.
10, 20, 30 head strikes. They're so
Yo. They beating the
carries a risk of death.
Not true. Niggas get knocked out in the UFC every day.
Very, very dear to me.
Rest in peace to the dude that passed away. Unless he was like a rapist or murderer.
Why?
It seemed very routine to them.
Business
It's business as usual.
As we speak, it's going on right now. I can guarantee it.
Keep me out of you.
It's not gonna change unless you do something.
I thought that this was gonna show what the Inmates was on. Hey, let me see more film. Oh my gosh.
It's nothing like honest living, man.
This nigga cleans for a living? That's a beautiful job.
Life on the outside brings life lessons that run deep.
Yeah,
This
man,
is slavery.
It's a hard job, but it's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
For Elton.
Hey, don't go to jail, bro.
An honest day's work.
Actually doing something.
Restoring what's broken
Worthwhile.
keeps him on the straight and narrow.
Keep you out of trouble.
Keeps him from thinking.
Nigga, would y'all work this job for 15 an hour? This nigga dad's probably gets less than like $20 an hour.
The Harris County Jail a couple of years ago when Spicer held on a robbery charge.
Oh my gosh.
About a group of detention officers.
Yeah, this is Houston. Okay, nah, they're wildin'. You can't lie, they're wildin'. They're wildin'. They're wildin'. They are wildin'. Is he in cuffs or they just have his hands behind his back? Oh my gosh.
Spoke up about a group of detention officers.
They're wildin'. Damn, nigga.
Another incarcerated man.
Damn.
So we was all at the door just looking, looking.
This is actually OD.
And, I said something about, man, hey, man, let up off of them, let them make it. And, that's when
I don't know. It's illegal.
to get back, shut up, you want some too?
No, sir, I don't want nothing.
A short time later, officers enter the cell block and begin to handcuff inmates.
Hey, nigga like me, I'll be like these. I'll be ready. Just don't beat on me.
I don't want no problems, man. I'm chilling. I go to walk off. I put my hands in the air.
They be pressing these. Yo, they pressing it. Yo. This nigga's walking away with his hands up. He's pressing him. The cop is pressing him. Look at him.
He says to surrender.
Yo. Just put your hands behind your back. Oh, nah, this is OD. Come on, bruh.
To surrender.
Come on, bruh.
2, 3 officers on me already.
Wow.
Boom,
Damn!
Just take off on me, punch me for no reason. I wasn't even a threat to him. Why did he punch me?
This is fucked up.
A blindside blow, sending the two.
This happened two streets from Zig's crib. Hell no.
Floor, leaving
Oh my, look at this nigga.
I think it's ridiculous. Like, if you
This
don't
can't
have
be
a reason
legal.
to punch somebody in the head. What you doing that for? I mean,
Yeah, he wasn't
what
doing
they trying to
shit.
do? That's terrible.
Yeah, I remember.
Lived through a similar ordeal.
This is kind of sad, bro. I can't even lie. I thought it was gonna be like a funny video.
I think I'm like still in shutdown mode. Right
Why are we
now.
on her feet, my nigga?
Through a lot, and I'm a little
Hello?
traumatized, and it just felt.
Cameraman gotta get fired.
Cervantes was in the Harris County Jail for a felony DWI charge.
Okay.
I was going through like a mental breakdown at that time.
That's her in the middle.
Where? Okay, I see her.
Alone in a gate.
Damn, she gained some weight.
I mean, I don't understand why it happened. I mean, they clearly just come in. I'm just standing there.
Detention officers come in, according to this report,
Yeah.
after complaints that Cervantes had been grabbing onto other inmates.
Okay.
When they arrive, they claim her fists were clenched and balled up.
Were you balling them up as if you were gonna swing?
I always have my hands like that. My hands are always usually just closed. It's something natural.
As they attempt to...
My hands are always closed.
Cervantes grabs an officer's uniform, and in return... This.
Oh yeah, you're done. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Some more.
Oh my gosh.
So I mean,
Yo, So if you're just a corrections officer in jail, you can just beat on people. I'm not gonna lie, that's low key a fun ass job. This is obviously fucked up, but these niggas are getting paid probably $30 an hour. They're probably getting paid pretty decently, maybe like 70, 80K a year to beat people up. And you got a gun on you, so you can't lose. I ain't gonna lie. Hire me, nigga.
What are the words that come to mind?
Speechless and shocked. It's obviously gotten out of control.
That's just fucked up.
In this case, Anna was the one charged.
She got charged with a crime.
Assault of a public servant.
Yo,
I didn't swing, I didn't slap.
they charged her?
I didn't do anything violent, and
You're the one that got
That's
shot.
insane.
it's insane.
It is insane.
It's insane that this stuff happens.
Nah, it is abuse of power.
Here at the Harris County Jail, there's a report written every time force is used, explaining who did what and why. We fought for these records, and they reveal a pattern.
Talk to me, Mud.
Inmates getting punched in the head under questionable circumstances.
It happens nearly 4 times a week.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be
I
more.
say that I was pretty horrified by so much of what I read and saw.
Michelle Deitch runs the Prison and Jail Innovation Lab at the University of Texas.
Nah, even if you comply, you still might get punched on, nigga. You catch the wrong
People
one.
in custody. Deitch has spent years researching and writing.
I ain't gonna lie, she has accolades. What does she say?
Employed extremely rarely. Extremely rarely.
Okay, she's just explaining that head strike should be rare. She's not wrong.
There's an imminent risk of form of death.
Arm or leg.
Risks of concussion.
Concussion.
For things like we identified 810
Wow.
head punching incidents. For things
You think they would put you in PC after seeing your 2K followers if you got locked up? Hopefully.
like inmates refusing orders, making verbal threats, or taking a fighting stance.
Jumping to a form of very risky.
Take the case of inmate Brian Neal Williams, who had words with
Alright,
the
let's see
detention
this.
officer after asking
This nigga
for
gay?
a blanket to go to sleep.
$10 I got, he's gay.
Blanket, can I get a blanket? Well, dude, he was using profanity at me. He was
He's
yelling
gay.
at me. He was like, Jesus, sit your ass down.
Oh!
More than twice Williams' size unleashed.
Oh my god.
Yes, he was.
This nigga's definitely homophobic. Why did you punch him?
Jesus, sit
He's just doing the mook shit. He's doing the... Nigga said that, Zeke.
your ass down.
Okay, I get it. Like, you just put him in cuffs and put him in, like, solitary or some shit. He obviously wasn't a threat. What if Peter Bot go to jail? What you doing? Playing Fortnite with him?
Officer more than twice Williams' size serving time.
He got an assault charge?
Can't comprehend it.
Steve Sinclair spent his career in the prison system.
I'm never leaving my fucking
The
butt.
assault came when the officer started throwing blows.
He didn't even punch back either. He literally just covered up.
Sinclair has seen it all in his 30-plus years at the Washington State Department of Corrections, starting as an officer, retiring as the agency head.
In my experience, head strikes are reserved for the
Peter who?
severe of
What?
instances.
Not for things, he says, like grabbing, pushing, or even spitting at a detention officer.
Having someone spit on you is
Ultimate form of disrespect.
disgusting and awful, and I've experienced it myself, but it's not justification for force at that level.
Nigga, if somebody spits on you, you can punch on them. You know Dallas is the core of Fortnite servers? Nah, yeah, I know. I'm a Fortnite head. Hold on.
Justification for force at that level.
Here is a case where detention officers say an inmate spit at them.
Okay.
They punch him more
I got you spit on a nigga, you deserve to get punched on. You deserve this one.
Not
You spit on him, bro.
son of Roberto Alvarez was outnumbered 8-1.
You spit on a nigga, gang. That's the most disrespectful shit you could do.
That's not right.
You spit on him, though.
Both experts say most of the head strike cases they reviewed could likely have been avoided.
Duh, nigga.
It's called de-escalation. That's using verbal tactics, the tone of your voice, the rate of your speech.
Next case. This nigga,
Discipline.
they did him bad.
In the Harris County Jail.
None of those officers.
They did him bad. He literally had his hands up and they're punching on him and shit. And then look at this nigga. This nigga literally hit him with a fucking
They're
haymaker.
not being punished for
Oh
it, so
my
why not
gosh.
keep punching them in the head? It's just, it's messed up, man.
It is fucked up, yeah. That one was fucked up. The spit one, you lost me. But this nigga, they did him wrong. Let's see what they do to you,
Take it
Twin.
out on prison.
What they do to my dog?
About, well, have you not seen the video? What video?
This video of a detention officer
Oh my
knocking an
gosh.
inmate out cold.
Oh.
One of many, he says, shared among the ranks.
I mean, they would literally be talking about it in the parking lot.
Okay, but look though.
An officer.
If a nigga take, okay, this is deserved.
Seen the video? I'm like, what video?
A nigga walked him. He walked him down, took his shirt off. What else does that mean? If a nigga walks up to you and takes his shirt off, what else does that mean?
This video.
This one's not that bad. It was one-on-one. Boom. This is not crazy to me.
Knocking an inmate out.
This one's not that crazy to me. They didn't jump him. You know what I'm saying? Just one punch.
Shared among the ranks.
I mean,
Nigga went like these. You're not a ref.
Or they would sit over here and talk about it in the break room. Like, hey, I did this and this and that. You saw the video. You saw my video. I'm like, Jesus. You guys are actually proud of hurting people?
Oh shit! Hold on.
It's a culture
fueled
shit. By many factors. A jail short.
Niggas just watch them get jumped.
Overworked and underpaid. But most of all,
they don't hold anybody accountable for any of their actions.
Show me the next case, my nigga.
Hey, Sheriff, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you.
It's all taken place under the watch of Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff.
What's your reaction?
They interviewed a sheriff?
I appreciate you bringing the information forward. I think my track record is one that, we always do try to identify whenever there's...
Shout out Eric. This is my sheriff, because I live here.
That we may do right, but there's times when we're going to fall...
I really don't care what he has to say. He's probably just going to beat around the bush. You know how these political... He's not a politician, but you know what I'm saying?
Didn't address inmates struck in the head, even when those cases were criminal.
No.
The head, even when those cases were criminal.
This can't be a cop. No, this cannot be a cop. The nigga is literally like this balled up, and you're gonna hit him? No. This gotta be fake. Is that a cop?
In a corner, covering his head.
No!
Unbelievable. The inmate was not a threat to that officer in any way. And that was
OD.
Records show that detention officer
okay.
got criminally charged with assault, and he's not alone.
Good.
A half dozen others also were charged after striking inmates in the head, but how many were disciplined? None.
They got arrested. Okay, I guess it looks like me.
Detention officer be charged.
How can they be charged with assaulting an inmate? Through the court system, I think. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Houston might be the trench. I might be a trench baby. Wait, did her son die?
Then the phone stopped ringing. A few days before the 2021 winter freeze. Every day he called his mom from jail. Then the phone stopped ringing.
Well, maybe they didn't use the phone because of the storm. That's what we took it as. The next day, still no phone call. And I'm like, okay, now I'm worried.
LaRonda Biggle says the next call from Harris County came from a jail chaplain.
What happened?
Unfortunately, there was an accident with your son.
What happened to her
I
son?
knew it wasn't an accident at that very moment. It came to me instantly. Something wrong in there. Somebody did something.
True, I will get my butt taken.
Went very wrong. After Simmons flooded the toilet in his cell one morning, detention officers stripped him naked, and one dropped his knee on Simmons' head using his full weight. That officer, Eric Morales, is 6'5" and 300 pounds.
My gosh.
My son was 5'3",
yo.
weighing in about 128 pounds.
He was a little guy.
They dropped a 6'5", 300-pound nigga. Dropped his knee on this nigga's head. Oh my gosh. What the fuck is wrong with these niggas?
8 hours, Simmons would lie naked.
This shit only has 33K views. Everybody in Houston like, oh, this is new to everybody else. What do you mean, nigga? This is new. I didn't hear about this. The fuck? I guess everybody knows about this but me, nigga.
50-degree cell in the middle of a
Wait.
Simmons
Is this how I get down in H-Town? Wait, he lived. The knee didn't even kill him.
would lie naked in a 50-degree cell in the middle of a winter storm.
Wow, is that how he died? Hypothermia?
When dinner came, records show he threw a food tray and lunged at an officer.
Oh, GG, you're done.
In response, a closed fist strike to the face, 4 to 5 blows to the face from 2 other officers, and 2 to 3 punches to the head from another.
Yeah, GG.
He also was slammed into the wall
Ah.
and slammed into the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Basically having to be carried to the clinic because his legs had buckled from under him.
And that's how he died, huh?
Today, Jakari Simmons died.
They abused their authority. Their conduct toward Mr. Simmons was reprehensible.
Sheriff Ed Gonzalez later fired 11 detention officers and suspended.
So pretty much the dude that passed away, Wait, these are his clinic photos?
4 of them had struck Simmons in the head.
Why did it take an inmate?
So pretty much the black dude threw a punch at the officer and they beat him to death. Which is pretty insane. I get it. He should have got beat on a little bit, but beating him to death, nigga? Like, how much do you got to beat somebody to beat him to death?
And again.
Damn, nigga. Bro, y'all just jumping.
Again and again.
Holy fucking shit.
Case after case of behavior.
You ever get that brain that make you stare at the ceiling? Fortnite, we need to talk.
Question.
I'm very clear that there's room for improvement. We obviously have a
Nah, no shit, there's room for improvement, my nigga. Wow, what do you know? Insightful. I'm saying these niggas who are in positions of power, they literally, their whole job is to beat around the bush when it comes to difficult questions like that.